This is a piece of my story about fishing in my village, which is rich in natural resources. For the next 8 minutes, I will share my story. This is a big river in my village. The water is clear and full of rocks, with thick green trees growing on each side. In addition to the big river, there is also a small ditch here. There live various fish. It is clearly visible where the fish swim. And I would catch them using a small spear attached to a long barrel that I had modified. This method was quite effective in small ditches. I catch fish only for my own needs, taking enough according to my needs. Sometimes I share it with neighbors, relatives, or family if the catch is quite a lot. Because sharing is very beautiful, and is a hereditary tradition taught by our ancestors. The fish that previously appeared to be swimming, now the fish is hiding under the leaves that hang down covering the body of the fish. After I attached the spear, and I immediately aimed it. Instantly the fish rebelled, the water became murky and wavy. He tried to escape from the spear that hit his body, but in vain. Finally, I managed to catch him. This small ditch is an irrigation channel from a large river, which stretches quite long. This irrigation channel functions to irrigate plantations and ponds in our village. The water is very clear. Various aquatic habitats thrive because the water is still well maintained and has not been polluted by factory waste. I found many fish, ranging from small, medium, to large. The fish here taste very delicious, savory, and fragrant.
Wow, very good. Wow.
A small clear ditch, and, with a small spear in my hand, I looked around, looking for small fish swimming in the water. The ditch was not too wide, but deep enough to accommodate many fish. I saw small fish swimming near the surface of the water. I kept catching small fish in the ditch, one by one, even I didn't hit the target. The spear exploded loudly. Boom, it turned out to be the noisy fish that I caught. I felt satisfied and happy, because I managed to catch a lot of fish. I knew these small fish would be delicious and nutritious food. Without realizing it, it was already dusk. The sun was already on the western horizon. A gentle breeze was blowing along with it. The lights began to be lit by the residents, and the moonlight welcomed the coming of the night. After catching fish in a small ditch during the day, and having rested for a while, I decided to catch fish again. And tonight the location I was headed to was a wild pond in an area not far from my house. I caught it using a long spear. The fish we were looking for was a predatory fish that likes to eat small fish. This fish is very active at night, and is very aggressive. Its size is quite large. Catching this fish requires patience, speed, and accuracy. If you are a little late, the fish will immediately run away, because the level of alertness of this fish is quite high. In addition to its high alertness, this fish is sensitive to light and loud sounds. That's why catching this fish must be extra neat. Even walking must be slow. One by one we managed to catch the fish with a spear. The night was getting darker. The gentle breeze was still accompanying me since this afternoon. The fish we caught always struggled and wanted to escape from the grip of the spear. The sound was quite loud, accompanied by the sound of gurgling water. The spear landed very well. Sometimes it was very difficult to release it because our spears had 9 arrows. Besides the sharp tips, each tip was added with a little iron that protruded out like a fishing hook that functioned to hold the fish so that it did not escape. After quite a long time, the spear was finally released from the fish's body. In the dark, silent night, I continued to catch other fish. The shallow pond, but filled with weeds, made it difficult for me to see clearly the fish I was looking for. With great patience and vigilance, I circled pond after pond until I finally found the fish. But the distance was quite far, with a spear tied to a rope as a tool so that our spear could reach the position of the fish. And boom, the explosion of the spear that we threw was quite loud. Suddenly the atmosphere became silent, waiting for what happened. and in an instant the fish ran away. Actually, the spear hit the target, but not too hard because its reach was far. Because the fish was in pain, it ran towards me. Maybe the fish felt dizzy. I immediately threw the spear for the second time, but the explosion didn't feel loud because I didn't stab it too hard. The fish was difficult to lift because it got caught in the weeds, which required me to go down a little, and the fish was taken. I took it to a safer place because the fish always rebelled and was afraid to run away.
Good.
The fish have been put into the bag and the fishing continues. Pond after pond is explored. One by one the fish are speared. Many ponds are abandoned. The fish are quite good. Every time a fish appears, the spear is immediately thrown. Boom. Every explosion is a disaster for the fish. I stood there for a moment. A feeling of tiredness began to grip my entire body due to the large number of fish I had managed to bring in the dark of the night. Quite a lot of the fish I had caught were struggling in the bag. After a few hours of fishing, I had collected a large number of aggressive fish in my container. I felt satisfied and happy with my catch, and I knew that these fish would make a delicious and nutritious meal. I left the pond with a container full of fresh and delicious aggressive fish, and a feeling of great satisfaction. I chose some fresh and delicious fish, then cleaned them before grilling them. I prepared a campfire and grilled the fish. The fragrant aroma of grilled fish began to waft out, making me even hungrier and impatient to taste it. I turned the fish over so that it was evenly cooked, then waited a few minutes until it was perfectly cooked. After the fish was cooked, I removed it from the grill and placed it on a plate. I added a little salt and lime to taste it. Then I ate the grilled fish. It tasted very delicious and savory, with a soft and juicy texture. I felt satisfied and happy with my catch, and I knew that this grilled fish was the result of my hard work and patience. I enjoyed every bite of this delicious fish, and felt grateful for the blessings I had received. And don't forget, I say thank you very much to all of you who have watched my video, hopefully entertained, and may you be happy and always blessed by God Almighty. My friends and I said goodbye. We'll meet again next night.